My name is Michelle. When I first came to PhiladelphiaHouse.com, my credit score was 597. But now, after a lot of hard work and patience, I have actually accumulated a 726 credit score. And today is my settlement day. My experience with PhiladelphiaHouse.com, it was tedious, but it was a good tedious because it was an education. Learned how to manage money, learned where money should and should not go, how to pay bills, what bills you should have and what bills you shouldn't have. It was an education, and it allowed me to become a consumer instead of just a home buyer, which means that I will be able to maintain a home, purchase a home, and also have a lifestyle even after the fact. So it was a good experience, and I would truthfully recommend anybody and everybody, if you have credit problems, if you're not sure what the procedures are to buying a home, I would just tell everybody, take that first step, take that call them, let them educate you, and you'll be surprised how far you'll go. With home ownership, it's yours. You can do what you want, how you want to do it, and it gives you the freedom to express who you are as a homeowner. So just the fact that if something breaks, you're responsible for it, but it's a good break because you can do it the way you want to do it. You don't have to wait or call or, when the landlord's just coming just to collect money on something that will never be yours. At the end of the day, you just want to own. Renting is good for a temporary stance, but for long term, you want to own. When I first came to PhiladelphiaHouse.com, I had really, really horrible credit. Well, what I thought was bad credit, because I had tried to apply for retail stores and things of that nature and was denied. And I'm like, okay, how can you get denied for like Macy's or whatever? But I had bad credit. So coming to PhiladelphiaHouse.com, they actually taught me what it was to have bad credit, what effects it has long term. And I did have a nice little bit of things. I had a judgment against me. I had some past default issues against me that I just let linger. Not because of just not knowing, just not being educated enough to say, hey, I need to find out what's going on. But not only did PhiladelphiaHouse.com show me the proper way to find out what was in collections, so this way I no longer had to, not answer those 1-800 calls that were coming through, but to do it the right way, to actually have it eliminated or rectified so that it's totally off my credit now. So now I don't get 1-800 calls anymore, okay? I actually get, area code calls, and I get calls from banks now and reputable, institutions, and that feels good. It feels good because you don't want to owe. You never want to go to sleep feeling like you owe somebody anything. So the only way I was able to do that was because of the bad credit program and the education. And I'm stressing education because you learn what your pitfalls are, you learn what your bad money practices are, and you also learn how to rectify them. And that was just such an awesome experience. So now I can just stand up here and smile and say I don't owe anybody anything. It's the actual house. You pick your house out and you get it renovated to what you like, which means that you don't have to purchase a house now to find contractors and somebody to come in, and a year later you're still like, okay, I didn't do my kitchen. It is done before you move in, and I'm happy about that. Like, the biggest part that I'm waiting for is my kitchen. Like, they're going to do a brand new kitchen for me, and that means that new backsplash and the tiles and the flooring, and literally I could just move in, put a blanket on the floor, and go to sleep if I want to. But that's one of the awesome things about PhiladelphiaHouse.com. They take you from step 1 to step 10, or from A to Z. Somebody's always there to walk with you, and I think that's the part that, because along this route it does get scary, but you always have that person that's going to encourage you. You have that person that's going to walk with you, sometimes take your hand, sometimes just hug you back to reality. And at the end of the day, when you walk into your house with your keys and turn on your light, you can actually breathe and say, this is mine. At PhiladelphiaHouse.com, they have a program called the Mortgage Ready Program. What that is that they get you ready, mortgage ready. Basically, in a nutshell, they look at your whole spending pattern. What are your budgets? Where is your money coming from? Where is it going to? That's a big deal. People don't think that they need a budget. Everybody needs a budget. You need to actually track where your money is going, how it's going. Is it effectively, are you effectively utilizing it properly, or are you throwing money away? So that was a good tool that I was able to have as well. Also, one good thing that was also is the auto pay. Usually a lot of banks and financial institutions have auto pay. And what that is that you set up a time every month where this bill is getting paid. If you have direct deposits, which I totally tell everyone to get if you're working, this way you don't miss the money because it automatically goes into your bank account. It automatically gets taken out on that time and you never miss a payment. So when your credit is pulled, everything is on an okay or a good standing basis. And it takes a little bit of pressure out of you, because I used to be the person that would write a check, put it in my pocketbook, and carry the bill around for the next 30 days and wonder why I have, a double payment now. Plus on top of fees and late charges, and it just adds up. Whereas that could be, your entertainment money or your end of the month going out money, and it really does make a difference. Also, what they do is that they have something called an escrow program. That is like a savings program where they automatically take money from your account and set it aside to get you mortgage ready. And it's difficult to save money on your own, because whenever you have access to something, you can always say, I'm going to borrow from it and I'm going to give it back. And 9 times out of 10, you never give it back. So when you tend to have an escrow program, that money is set aside particularly for the reason that you're here to purchase a home. And it's an awesome program. You start off, with your budget to see how much money do you have left over at the end of the month to actually go into your escrow. And it was awesome. I never thought in a short period of time I could save that much money, which made me think, oh, I can do this. So never think you can't save. Never think you can't, get to the point where you can have an account in the plus standing instead of the negative standing, because you can. And one of the programs here that allowed me to understand the process on how to do that is here at PhiladelphiaHouse.com, and now it's just actually become a habit to save. So, before I do anything, I save, and now I just have so much extra at the end that I want to say that too, but I'm playing with it a little bit, but not my savings. So.